Righto. You're not going to believe this. I made myself crook, really crook. I ate some sauerkraut. My guts were all dodgy. Had this really foggy head and I was cranky. But I never put two and two together. I didn't know it was the sauerkraut. I freaking love sauerkraut. And if there's some in the fridge, I'll just grab a fork and I'll go for it. And before you know it, half the jar's gone. But everyone tells you, right, that sauerkraut's a healthy food and it's good for your gut bacteria and your microbiome and all that shit. So I ate it. But the problem is that I didn't know that I was sick from it because it took a while for the symptoms to come on. But I thought I'd better test it. So because who knows? Was it that? Was it something else? So I stopped having sauerkraut and I felt a bit better. And then I ate some more and felt crook again and then stopped again. And I didn't know what was going on for ages, not until I looked into my DNA, and not the DNA that, I'm related to this so much, this percent, and so much that percent of this culture or that culture. It's the raw data, like all the numbers. I had a good look at that and found out that it's not a food that's actually good for me. I'm going to have an absolute rant about healthy food. Healthy food. What is healthy anyway? And this is the thing, is that everyone just puts food into categories. This is good and this is evil. But it's not like that. I mean, well, maybe if you're chowing down on nuggets, then maybe it's probably not a good idea. That's probably an evil one, right? Even though they're very delicious. Who sets it? Who puts them in these categories? Who decides they pass the pub test? What food's good? Things like blueberries and avocado and salmon and sauerkraut and all these things are supposed to be really awesome for you, but some of these things are not for me. And this is what's so confusing, because everywhere you'll read or see certain foods are good for you and certain ones aren't. But it's not personalized. And this is where the DNA stuff is so freaking exciting. You actually can know what your body can absorb and what it can't. What nutrients in food does it love and which ones does it have trouble with, or have certain mild reactions to things. But you get a whole bunch of mild reactions and it ends up being this state where you feel crap. Like I did. You've got to check this out. You've got to do this, because otherwise you're not going to really know what is going on with your health and why you're getting inflammation and why you're getting this and why you're getting that, even though you're eating a healthy diet. But maybe it's not healthy for you. Maybe it's, there is no healthy foods. It's what's healthy for you. It's so personal. It's just like peanuts. I mean, like, you probably know someone, right, who can't eat peanuts, or you've heard of someone who can't eat peanuts because they get really crook, end up in hospital, and they could even cark it. It's like that dangerous. But then there's a whole bunch of other people who can chow down on peanuts and nothing happens. See, this is the thing. It's like everyone accepts that some people can't eat peanuts and some people can. I know, you can't even get peanuts at the school tuck shop. Why is it so easy for everyone to accept that peanuts can be really good for some people and really shit for others? But they don't accept it about all these other foods. We've got to get to a point where we accept that food is very personal in regards to whether it's actually good for you or not, or whether it makes you crook. And seriously, I was crook as a chook. I was like, what the hell? Why didn't I figure this out? And I'll tell you why. I didn't figure it out because some reactions take ages before you get a reaction. Some are straight away, right? You take something and you feel crook straight away. But sometimes your body takes a while to react. And for me, it was 4 hours. 4 freaking hours later before I felt crook. I didn't even know that it was associated with the sauerkraut. I had no idea. You know, because by then I'd eaten something else. You know, I thought, oh, maybe I'm feeling a bit stressed. Maybe it was because I had a shit sleep last night. I didn't know. You know, I was blaming everything. I almost even blamed the dog. But for some people, it's even worse. For some people, the reactions don't occur for up to 48 hours later. I mean, bloody hell. How on earth are you supposed to know what foods are good for you if you've got to think back 48 hours? I mean, I can't even remember what I ate 48 hours ago. Well, 24, maybe even breakfast. I don't know about you, but I'd love to know if there's a food that everyone says is healthy, but you know is no good for you. Chuck it into the comments. You know, I read every single one. Look, and if enough of you ask the same question, I'll even do a Bogan Biology episode on it. I'm just feeling very passionate about this. So maybe all that healthy food isn't necessarily healthy for you. My name's Alyssa J. Freeman. This is Bogan Biology, because humans are dead set weird.